weekend, and there's some family issues that came up, so they could not be here today. So I asked the prosecutor if we could continue this. I believe Mr. Hield doesn't have a problem with that, or do you want to?
Well, I guess I would be.
Walmart case.
It is,
It is.
and we have, of course, witnesses subpoenaed for today. I would want to ask the court for her to provide something that would explain why she couldn't be here today. That would be, I think, something, if we're to agree to a continuance, we'd want to know that she wasn't just not showing up just because she didn't want to.
No information was provided to me, Your Honor. So if you do issue a warrant, Your Honor, I ask that you wait 7 days before a warrant's
Do
issued.
you have a contact information for her?
I do.
You want to try to, just giving you a message that she's not going to be here is not sufficient. She has to have a reason for not being here. That has to be a good, sufficient
Well,
reason.
she did give me a reason. Your Honor, may I approach?
Not a good reason?
May I approach?
Yes.
Okay.
Just here.
So, she's going to follow the rules, but
All right, well,
So that's the situation.
I'm going to go ahead and schedule it. I'll give her 7 days to
Okay.
appear. If she hasn't appeared within 7 days, then there'll be a warrant issued. But she said she was going to provide you some documentation, hasn't done it, so I'm skeptical.
State of Ohio versus Toby Mullins, case number TRC 252792, A and B, TRC 252776.
And you're Toby Mullins.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is set for a pre-trial today, and you had previously told me you were going to hire an attorney, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you hired an attorney?
I've been talking to an attorney. The original attorney that we were going to hire is only for Kentucky and West Virginia and doesn't go through Ohio. I've been talking to about 2 or 3, and I haven't gotten them to represent me yet, but I will. I'm trying my best to get it.
Okay, so you're asking for more time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objection, Mr. Field?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm sure that's, well, it's going to be, and you probably understand this, there's a certain time frame these cases have to be tried within, that's on the state, but since you're asking for the continuance, that stops the clock from running on them. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's called speedy trial rights.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so in set cases, try not to jam up the docket, although pretty jammed anyway, but keep it reasonable. So the 19th of December or after is when I'm setting cases now. So do you have a preference?
No, Your Honor. Whatever's great for you.
December 22nd.
Alrighty, thank you, Your
That'll
Honor.
be a Monday.
Alrighty.
December 22nd will be the next hearing at your request.
Alrighty.
10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
You have a good day.
You too.
State of Ohio versus Grace SQ, case number CRB 25640. Your Honor, this was originally set for trial today at noon. There's some sort of misunderstanding in regards to this case.
Okay, so this is the one you spoke to me about previously. Was
Yes, Your Honor, and I was under the mistaken impression that there was restitution in this case, but there is not.
okay.
What there is the fact that this is charged as a minor misdemeanor, but the circumstances are such that we believe we could prove that it was a nuisance dog, which would make this a 4th-degree misdemeanor. Nonetheless, and I don't know whether we would be permitted to make that amendment at this time, but We have witnesses subpoenaed for trial today, so we're prepared to do that. If Ms. Eskew wanted to resolve this today with a plea to the minor misdemeanor, the only requirement we would have would be for her to make sure that she is supervising the dog at all times and it's not getting loose.
That one dog is gone. It's in West Virginia. The one in question, the one that got loose, is in West Virginia. It's no longer residing at my residence.
And
Is
what,
that the pit bull?
No, the pit bull is new and it belongs to my husband. It's a therapy dog, and she wouldn't bite anybody, but
the allegation is that the dog that there was a lady and a child, and they were trying to get the child out of the car to go to the school bus. It was in the morning, and the dog was outside the car in a menacing fashion, keeping the child from getting out of the car. And it was a white pit bull.
it was a white Labrador.
Carla Taylor, Linda Taylor.
And I got rid of the dog. He resides in
Carla Taylor.
West Virginia now, because I gave him away. He got fat enough to give away. I took him in as a stray. Let me see if I can see. This is the dog in question.
Can you bring it closer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me,
That's the dog in question. He no longer resides at my residence.
and it's my understanding that you have several dogs.
Yes, but those are Great Pyrenees, and they belong to my husband, not me.
Well, we believe that this is worthy of either the trial or the plea of guilty. And if she pled guilty, we would ask for the order to be the payment of court costs. And in order to, if that dog is gone, then that resolves that question.
Well, I can plead guilty, but my dogs don't bite. But I can plead guilty if that's what you want.
Well, I don't think the allegation was that it did, it was just that it was off the premises and,
Yes, I understand that.
I mean,
I can plead guilty.
this is not complied with a lot, but there is a leash law in Ohio. You're supposed to
Yes.
keep your dogs on your property or on a leash.
Yes, sir, I know. I've got a lot of dogs, and I have bought a lot of collars, but I cannot control people coming in and destroying my work either.
Well, it's your responsibility to keep your dog. Wherever it
I'm sorry, Ron.
wherever it takes for you to keep the dog on your property, that's what you have to do. You can't go to the neighbors and
Yeah, yes, sir, I
bother
understand
them.
that.
They have a right to enjoy their property without
Yes,
your
sir,
dog
I
being on
understand
their
that
property.
too. I've got 2 in a cage with 2 padlocks.
Okay, so what do you want to do with this, ma'am? It's set for a trial today, but not until noon. So we can have a trial then, or the state's will?
No, because my witness is sick, and that's the lady that the dog was supposed to prevent from getting out of the car. She is sick and she cannot be here with her child. So I will plead guilty because she is sick.
Okay. If you enter a guilty plea, you're admitting that you failed to confine your dog. That's what you're charged with.
Yes, sir, I understand that.
Okay. I'll accept your guilty plea. I'll order that you pay the court costs.
Yes, sir.
Do that today?
I've got $101 on me.
Okay, I think that'll be, how much, was it 125?
I'll have to come back and pay the rest of it, but I've got $101 on me.
You already paid 30, so that should cover it.
All right, thank you, sir.
See the clerk to pay the rest of the court costs.
All right, thank you, sir.
Clerk's to the right.
State of Ohio versus Jacob Noble, case number CRB 25761.
Jacob Noble.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Noble, Dale's bringing you a copy of the charge against you. It's a domestic violence complaint.
Yes, sir.
It alleges that on November 29th, Fayette Township, you, by threat of force, caused Jason Bennett to believe you would cause imminent physical harm to him or his family or household members. That's a domestic violence charge, it's a 4th-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty is 30 days in jail, $250 fine. You understand this charge?
Yes, sir.
Were you here when I explained the rights that defendants have?
Yes, sir.
Any questions about those?
No.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed?
Appointed?
You have a job?
Not at the moment, no.
You had no income coming in?
Not at the moment.
Okay, well, when's the last time you worked?
That's a good question. Probably 2018.
Okay, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
I'll appoint Mr. Stratton to represent you.
Sir.
May or may not guilty plea.
He's the age 50 last two.
He's got a bond up, so the bond's continued.
You don't live with him, do you?
No, not no more.
All right.
Used to.
Is there a protection order requested?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there any problem for you to stay away from Jason Bennett?
Yes, sir.
I mean, can you stay away from him?
Yes.
You don't live in the same household
No,
or
not no
anything
more.
like that?
Not no more.
Okay, I'm ordering you to stay away from him, don't go around him, contact him, or post anything about him on
Yes,
social
sir.
media.
What? Are you ready?
Yeah.
We want things to die down, that's what the purpose of that, it's called protection orders, just so nothing else happens.
Yeah.
Stay away from him. And then, I guess without a time waiver, we need to come back fairly quickly, which we could do next Monday or the Monday after that, so the 8th and 15th. Oh, you said the 8th you were not available, so
Yeah, the 8th I'm not available.
let's do the 15th then.
Let's go and waive time and see if we can set it on that Friday, Your Honor. I do have a trial still setting out there on the 15th. I believe
Okay.
it will settle, but,
How about the 22nd then? I think I already gave you a case then.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
22nd will work.
defendant waives time constraints until December 22nd. That'll be the next hearing. It'll be a pretrial then at 10 o'clock. His bond is continued.
All right. Let's see. So, here's my new number.
Okay.
In contact with me next week. We'll discuss what's going on.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Sybil Crowder, case number CRA 25759. Excuse me, that's CRB 25759.
Sybil Crowder. Sybil Crowder. Call does not appear, there is a bond up.
I was told she was here.
Sybil Crowder, come into court. Yes, she has not come into court. Okay, it's not appeared, I'll notify. Notify Mr. Sowards by text that she didn't appear. And I'll issue a warrant for her arrest.
That's not right. It shouldn't be, that shouldn't be on there. Okay.
I'll set a bond forfeiture hearing for December 15th.
State of Ohio versus Brian Lane, case number CRA 25735.
Okay. This was on an extradition. To Kentucky. I've been notified by Mr. Sowers that Mr. Lane turned himself into Greenup County, so the case here will be dismissed.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Kelsey M. Summers, case number CRB 25763.
Ma'am, are you Kelsey Summers?
Excuse me?
Are you Kelsey Summers?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Summers, you've got one charge, it's obstructing official business. It alleges November 29th of this year in Perry Township, without the right to do so, you purposely prevented or obstructed or delayed a public official in the performance of their capacity as the official or public duties. That's a second-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 90 days in jail, $750 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this charge?
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed to represent?
Appointed to me.
Do you have a job?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
I work at NACO. Disability kids.
Are you paid by the hour, or how do you get paid?
It's bi-weekly.
Do you have a salary then? Do you know what your annual income? I have to determine, our Supreme Court tells me I have to determine your gross annual income. You know what that is? Do you file an income tax return?
I haven't yet. This is my first job.
Okay. Well, then you have to tell me what you make in a week or a month or something so I can try to figure it out. What your gross annual
Bi-weekly, I
income
make
is.
about maybe 800, 850.
Every 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the net, that's what you're taking home?
Yes, sir.
So probably your gross is around 500 a week. So that's 25,000, 26,000. Do you have any dependents?
I have
Do you have
two
children?
Yes, I do. I have a 3-year-old and an 8-month-old.
Okay, well, you're eligible for court-appointed counsel then. All right, Mr. Morford, I'll appoint you to represent Ms. Summers. And there a not guilty plea for you.
Yes, sir.
She can sign a signature bond of $1,000. OR. December 22nd, Mr. Morford.
That's fine, Judge.
December 22nd will be the next hearing. Free trial at 10 o'clock. And she will need to go get fingerprinted. So Mr. Paul will bring you back a form to take to the sheriff's office for a fingerprint.
Be right out there. Thank you, Ron.
You are.
State of Ohio versus Mark Hill, case number TRD 24335.
Okay, and this, you have a bond with Mr. Sauer that told me this morning about you coming in.
Yes, sir. He called me, told me to come in today and get on the docket.
Okay, you did make a payment toward your fines today.
Yes, sir.
You still have community service to do.
Yes, sir.
3 days is what I'm showing you.
Yeah.
Gotta get that done. I'll withdraw the warrant. You have an explanation for not being here on, I guess it was last
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, I thought my court was on Friday, and I was dealing with 2 sick kids on top of it. Both of them got strep throat and flu. And now my wife, she's in the hospital because of it. So,
Okay, I'll set your
I'm,
next hearing in January then.
I'm in the process of scheduling to get surgery done on my collarbone, which you guys know about that.
Do you have a date on that?
No, is it all right if I step up to the bench?
I'll set your next hearing for January the 9th,
But,
9 o'clock.
KDMC referred me to OSU for surgery.
Okay, but you don't have a date, so that's gonna happen.
I got a date, but it's at the house. I can't remember what day it's on. But I can show you,
No, you just stay right there.
I just want to show you everything that they sent me.
Well, I'm gonna set your next hearing for January the 9th. I mean, you don't have anything to show me what your medical is scheduled for. And this is a case that's going on 2 years old, so it's gotta get done.
Yeah, I understand that.
All right, get it taken care of. January the 9th is your next hearing. And
Oh,
that's going
what-
to be a sentencing at 10 o'clock.
Sorry to interrupt, but what time does your community service start down here?
7:30.
7:30? Because I didn't know, because the court didn't open till 8, and I didn't know
Yeah,
how
it's
that
here
worked out.
early, 7:30 to about 2:30. You're here at 7:30 on the west side of the building. You got 3 days to do it.
Your Honor, would you repeat the hearing
Said
date,
January
please?
9th?
January 9th at 10 o'clock.
Robert Hill.
H-A-L-E.
H-I-L-L.
State of Ohio versus Paul Blankenship, case number TRC 252499, CRB 25610. Your Honor, this is Mr. Morford's case.
Okay. I need Mr. Morford in the courtroom.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Need Mr. Morford in the courtroom. That for pre-trial today. Okay, we'll come back to you, Mr. Blankenship. Just have a seat. All right, Mr. Morford, we just called one of your cases for Blankenship.
State of Ohio versus Paul Blankenship.
It's 25,24.99 and 25,610.
We were waiting on the body cam, didn't think something.
You don't have to.
Did it put it?
He hasn't put it.
Judge, we're going to have to ask for a short continuance. We still don't have the body camera video.
And this is a village stop, it's not a highway patrol stop, so,
Do they even have?
well, that's what we're waiting to confirm whether they even have it or not. It's a Chesapeake stop.
September 2nd, looks like. Okay, let's go, how about December 29th, Mr. Blakely?
No contest. What's going to lose when they're guilty for having sex for a trial?
December 29th, Mr. Morford?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, December 29th, the next hearing. 10 o'clock for pre-trial.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Daniel Bowen, case number TRC 252163, A, B, C, and D. Also, Mr. Morgan's
Mr. Morford's case, Daniel Bowen, pre-trial.
I just recently started back to work and stuff, and we still haven't watched the video on the spinning part of it. I'm just ready to get this over with. This is the third time I've been down here, and I'm having to drive almost a damn hour. So I've just not
Just
what,
wait till,
how,
wait till pull. Is that what you're doing?
I just want to, if I have to do two fines or whatever, that's fine. Lose license, that's fine. I can't go back to jail. I can't go to jail. You know, I'm just ready to get it.
We're going to have a change of plea, Your Honor. You're guilty.
Ready to get it over.
Is that correct, Mr. Bowen?
Yes.
Do you have any statement you want to make to me or explanation?
No, I'm just ready to get it over with. It's the third time I've been down here, and it's a drive from my house to here because I live in West Virginia. Of course, about 45 minutes away from here. So, and I went back to work, and I'm ready to get this over with, so that way I can continue on with work and stuff, and it's not interfering with that too as well.
Well, you understand if you enter a guilty plea, it's a complete admission that the charge against you is true. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. There was a breath test administered in this case, and it was a test score of 16, so that's well over the, what's called the per se level
Yes,
under
sir.
Ohio law, which is 8, so it's almost double. Well, it is double.
It is double.
It's almost into the, if you'd been 100,000 more, it would have been considered then a high test. I'd have to give you jail time
Yes,
on the
sir.
first offense, so. Where do you work? You said you
Paris signs.
Okay. This happened, it was 3:40 in the morning on US 52, looks like. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Hill, any statement from the state or?
Your Honor, it is a first offense. It's kind of a high score. It's not over the double per se limit, but the stop was predicated on an 85 mile an hour speed, yes, 55 zone, so that's a little bit aggravating. We would just ask for a little bit more of a fine and maybe community service based on that.
Yeah, 85 at 3:40 in the morning on US 52, and man, what are you thinking? You weren't.
I wasn't, but also, I don't think that I was doing 85, that's why I was waiting for the video, and I still haven't watched it. And I'm just ready to get it over with, so if 85 is what the fella said I was doing whenever I seen him, I started slowing down when I seen him. So, I don't think that car is really all that quick either, because it has mechanical issues and stuff like that, but it is what it is, and I shouldn't have been doing what I was doing.
Okay. On the OBI, I'm gonna give you an $800 fine because your test score is pretty high.
Yes, sir.
Order you to pay the court costs. 20 days in jail, I'll suspend all 20 days.
Yes, sir.
On the conditions you do 5 days on our community service program, serve 2 years of level 4 probation. You have to go to the 3-day driving school called Driver Intervention Program.
Yes, sir.
That's mandatory. If you don't go to jail, you have to do that. There's one here in Lawrence County. You can go to any one of the ones approved by the state. You don't have to go to the one here. There's others that are cheaper that I know of. I know the one in Chillicothe is cheaper than the one here. But you have to go to the one approved by the state of Ohio. So
Okay.
and you gotta get that filed or I have to make you go to jail.
What do I have to do now?
Well, you talk to the probation officer and he'll give you
Okay.
the information. He'll give you the information about the local one. You go to one of the big cities, I'm sure they have multiple ones in the big cities.
Okay.
There's one here in Lawrence County. I think there's one in Scioto County. There has been one that's kind of been
Is
on
that
and
a
off.
week? Is that a weekend deal or?
Yeah, you gotta go stay for 3 days.
Gotta go stay for 3 days?
Yes, sir, inpatient.
Oh, hell. All right.
It beats going to jail.
Yes, that's for sure.
But it costs some money too. You
Yeah.
gotta pay that facility to do it. The other options to do the jail time, I don't think you wanna do that.
No, heck no.
So usually these are weekend programs, so you go in on Friday, come out Sunday night.
Okay.
Okay, you also had a fictitious registration,
Yes, sir.
wrong plates on the vehicle, I'll impose a $50 fine on that. You had a speeding offense, 85 and 55, I think that's worth $100. We're going 85 and 55. You're working, do you have insurance
Do I have insurance?
on your vehicle?
No, I've gotten rid of that vehicle since then. So I'm actually using somebody else's vehicle to get back and forth to work for now until I get that another vehicle. Because like I said, it was having mechanical problems.
Well, you shouldn't be driving. You shouldn't have been driving because you had an automatic license suspension, and I can't give you any kind of permit if you can't show me you got insurance covering you.
Okay, so I'll have to get a vehicle.
You have to get insurance to show you're covered, because if you have a wreck, you don't have any ability to pay the damages that you
Yes, sir.
caused to the other person.
Yes, sir.
So if you want a permit to drive, and I can only give it to you for limited purposes, like going to community service, going to work, that sort of thing, so I can give you a permit. You can talk to the probation officer about that. He's the one that'll issue it to you. But
Okay.
you gotta show and prove insurance first.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's everything. So you're gonna meet with and your review hearing. You'll have a review hearing June 15th. So you got all winter and spring until almost summer starts to get this done. If you don't have it done by June 15th, you gotta show up
Yes, sir.
for a hearing at 9 a.m. on that day. If you don't show up, you'll get a warrant for not being here.
At what time?
9 a.m., June 15th. Mr. Major's office is to the left. As you go out into the lobby,
Yes, sir.
90-degree left to that west side of the building. That's where his office is. Go check in with him. He's going to sign some paperwork. After you've done that, you're free to go.
All right, thanks, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Alex McDonald, case number CRB 25653, CRB 25463.
Okay, this is Mr. Morford's case. It's set today for pretrial. Alex McDonald.
Did you flip? What's that? Did you flip? No, he was inside the fence. I said,
This,
Chase hurry outside.
this is the one with the restitution.
I don't have a video. It was in the fence.
I didn't know because oh,
There's two charges. There's two charges.
He did have a subpoena and I
Yeah. Is William Roy here?
What's your thoughts?
Well, he's got two separate things, and each of them has restitution involved. However, one of them involves a dog biting another dog and a person. And the other one involves the puncturing of tires, but we don't have the restitution figure on the tires. We issued a subpoena for the alleged victim on the criminal damaging. We've got pictures of the tire. So the person either didn't get subpoena. Well, let me ask the judge. Your Honor, on 25 CRB 653, we had asked for the issuance of a subpoena for William Roy to come today. And I just wanted to see if there was some indication of,
There was a recipe for a witness filed on October 28th. And it shows, it says, there is a subpoena issued on October 30th, and on October 30th, I served it on the above person and signed by Darren Hamlin, Orange County Sheriff's Office. So apparently Mr. Roy was served with a subpoena to be here today. Yes, December 1st at 10 a.m. Is William Roy present? William Roy not present.
well, I think on that charge, we're going to have to nollie that without prejudice.
Okay. Well, he was, that's the complaining party. He was subpoenaed to be here. He hasn't appeared, so I think that's an appropriate response. It's the state's denial of the charge, which means dismissed without prejudice.
On the other charge, Your Honor, that involves failing to confine a dog, and this is the one that I confused in another case earlier where there was restitution, and we do have the restitution figure in this case, and it is $181, and that is for the vet bill and also the doctor bill, the victim was also bitten. You guys want to make sure I'm right.
So that's a cheap vet and a cheap doctor. You
Say
get
that's
both of
what
those for $181.
I think I'm changing providers.
Well, okay, that's the $61.
Well, I think the 61 is probably the copay.
That's
They had insurance.
Yes. So anyway, we would be, our offer would be a plea to the charge and an order to pay the restitution and also court costs. And in order to make sure that the dog stays supervised at all times, or kept in a pen or somewhere where it won't get loose.
Mr. Morford, what's the defendant's position?
Change the plea, Your Honor.
Okay.
Guilty.
You agree with that, Mr. McDonald?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have a right to make a statement if you want. Do you have anything you want to say?
I have a fence in the yard, and she is getting, at the beginning of the year, she's getting sent to class for dogs to be trained better, because she's a German Shepherd, so she's getting sent, and then she's also caged and has a shock collar.
Is she jumping over the fence, or how'd she get out?
I didn't see it happen.
Okay.
And
You don't know?
the video I presented showed her in the yard at the time of the incident, and then the police report is different from my police report as well. She said no one was home in her police report, but the officer, obviously, I showed the officer the video when he came over to my house, and it shows me and the kids outside during the attack, and then it shows the dog in the yard. And I don't think she jumped over the fence at all, because in the statement she says my dog jumped out a two-story window and then jumped over my fence to attack her and her dog.
Well, if you enter a guilty plea, you understand you're admitting the charges are true.
But I don't have the video no more.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I just want to make sure you understand. If you enter a guilty plea, that's telling the court, I admit these charges are true.
Okay. Well, good, not guilty.
You want to say we're not guilty then? Okay. Well, we'll just set it for a trial.
Okay.
So that's on case number 25-463. Set it for a trial. Let's look for a date.
Mondays are best for me.
Mondays are better. Probably going to be December 29th. The best date. Well, there's already 2 trials set that day, so let's go into January. And I know Mr. Morford has limited availability then. We could do the 5th, January 5th for trial.
I have a trial in front of Judge Ballard then, Judge.
Okay, well, that's about the only, I can back up in December, see if we got another date.
Your Honor, if it work out better for your calendar, my client doesn't mind to waive time.
Well, I thought you were going to be out of commission after January 12th for a while.
I am.
Okay, so let's do, the 15th works. There's no trial set that day, and that's a Monday, December 15th.
I have a trial then too, Your Honor, in front of Judge Finley.
December 22nd.
I'm here then, Your Honor.
December 22nd at noon for trial.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Good, good.
This case.
State of Ohio versus Shane Sowers, case number CRB 25-186, CRB 25-255.
It's Mr. Morford's case for pretrial, right?
Thanks, sir. That's all right, I understand.
I'll get you on. No problem.
It's a good report. It sounds like things are going well, and they're still working on it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it helping?
It's helping, yeah.
Okay. Safe position?
No, we're happy that it's helping. And it says here they will continue to be seen on a weekly basis, so we'd like to allow them more time to go to finish the counseling. We're happy it's working for them.
Okay, let's come back then toward the end of January. Well, how long are you going to be out, Mr.
Judge, that's under debate right now. I'm looking into a new procedure for having these done. And if I'm able to do that, I expect to be back within a couple of weeks.
Okay, how about January 30th? Next hearing will be January 30th for pre-trial at 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Kerry McCoy, case number CRA 25-725, CRB 24-227.
Mr. Morford's case, pre-trial and preliminary hearing. She's at Lane Division.
Yes,
How's it going?
it's great.
Good.
Doing well.
Happy to hear.
Thank you.
So, my feeling would be just to continue this out, in the treatment. Stay agreeable with that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kind of agreeable, I'm sure.
Absolutely, Judge. It looks like she's on the right track.
Okay, we'll set her the same day, January 30th, and she's got issues in Wayne County, but they agreed for you to go to treatment too, so. I'll put in a good word for you with Judge Young when I see him at the Y.
I appreciate that.
Is he your judge, or do you know?
I don't know yet, yeah.
Okay,
I believe so. We had Runyon the other day.
all right. January 30th is the next hearing.
All right, thank you.
State of Ohio versus David Lamb, case number CRB 25-683. David Lamb.
Your Honor, there was a confusion on Mr. Lane's part as to what time he was supposed to be here. He called the office saying he was 3 hours away and thought his hearing was at 1. If we could indulge the court for a week's continuance.
Mr. Hill?
Well, we would be okay if the court would issue a subpoena, or, excuse me, a warrant if he did not appear within 7 days.
Okay, so he can appear by the 8th without penalty. Are you gonna be here then, or? Okay. I'll put it down for December the 8th, put it on the docket, then if he's not here, I'll issue a warrant that day. And it's an OR bond, so it's not like, yeah, I don't have a bail bond, so we're looking for him anyway. But
Okay.
I'll make a note to issue a warrant that day if he hasn't appeared. He lives in Marietta, that's a 2-hour drive. Well, maybe 2.5 from here. From P-Bells too.
State of Ohio versus Angela Pruitt, case number CRA 25623.
Mr. Morford's case, pretrial and preliminary hearing. Yes. Let's give a report and give a report on the screens. Anything you want to say, Ms. Pruitt?
Didn't think I would see you again.
Okay.
No, I was just going to ask if you could release my phone. I had a phone and some cash, and there was some discrepancies with the jail, but they've located it, but they need permission from you, so.
It's at the jail?
Yes.
Okay. What's the state's position on it? Do you know anything about it?
What is it?
Mr. Field and Director?
We can find out. I guess the question is whether it's being held as some sort of evidence, so. Okay. They are done with the phone as long as we have a court order releasing it.
All right. Lawyers can get together, do a draft entry releasing the phone, I'll execute. So I'm putting it on the lawyers.
I'll draft.
Don't blame me. Okay. A lot of times the lawyers come out and say, no, the judge did this. No, it's the lawyers. Sometimes I get blamed for stuff they don't do.
That won't happen here.
Okay.
You have to wait on me for a little bit.
All right, January well, let's come back before your, let's come back January the 9th. January the 9th at 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Calvin Thomas, case number CRB 25276.
Mr. Morphy's case, pretrial.
I've been getting into contact with them.
Does that mean, yes, you have been, or?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been, but I mean, I'm getting in
Do you
place.
have an appointment?
No, thank God appointment.
Well, you're supposed to get that done.
I mean, I called them twice and everything.
Judge, apparently we still haven't made it to NECO.
Well, this has been going on since May.
I believe you had mentioned to go to NECO on 10/27.
What's the state's position on it?
He completed Bethesda, and that was reported on September the 8th. And then on October the 3rd, he was referred to NECO for further treatment. And so it hasn't happened since then. Even though the last time we were here on October 27th, he had been accepted or they had accepted the referral, but he's reported that there was a breakdown in communication. It sounds like the communication is still a problem, so I think the whole goal of this was, according to his grandfather, who's the victim of this, he wanted him to receive these services to try to help improve his condition. So then the question is, if he's not going to do it, should we just go ahead and have a trial? I would prefer that he would actually follow through with this, but maybe he's not capable. Maybe he doesn't have the motivation to actually follow through with it.
Your Honor. I've been trying to call, I called him twice and left 2 voicemail, but still have not got back to me or nothing yet. But what I was gonna do, get the address and go down there and see I can make an appointment to go that way.
It's right off of 52.
Cause that is in Chesapeake.
Oh. Well, their main offices are right off 52 towards South.
I also thought, Your Honor, maybe there would be another agency that might, and I don't remember the circumstances that caused us to leave him to NECO.
What NECO's doing is to help me get a place and stuff, like get the stuff I need and stuff like that.
So they're already working with you, or?
No, cause what I was gonna do, my girlfriend's got a plate apartment today. I was gonna move in with her.
Where have you been living?
My papa's.
Oh, so you're still with him?
Yeah.
Well, maybe somebody needs to call him and see what his take is on it. He's the one that was complaining to begin with. Maybe he's satisfied, or maybe he's not. So, just have a seat. Can we have someone from your office try to get in touch with him, Mr. Hill?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we're gonna recall your case after
Aye.
somebody calls him, see what he says.
State of Ohio versus Blake T. Smith, case number CRA 25764 A and B, CRC 252970 A, B, and C. Set for arraignment.
This is an arraignment. It looks like this is your first appearance, Mr. Smith.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 25764A case number, and you were here when I explained the rights of defendants?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about your rights?
No, sir.
You've got improper handling of a firearm and a motor vehicle charge, so that's a felony 4. It alleges that on November the 30th of this year, Fayette Township, you not only transported or had a loaded handgun in a motor vehicle, and that you were under the influence at the time of alcohol or drugs of abuse or some combination of those things. So that makes this a felony of the 4th degree, carries a maximum penalty of 18 months in jail, $5,000 fine. 264B case number is also improper handling of a firearm in a motor vehicle. And it alleges that at Fayette Township on November 30th, you were the occupant of a motor vehicle stopped as a result of a traffic infraction or stopped for other law enforcement purposes, and had contact with a loaded handgun in the motor vehicle at the time the law enforcement officer was approaching or before they left the vehicle. So that's improper handling of a firearm. It's just another variation on improper handling of a firearm in a motor vehicle. Then 252970 case number, that's a traffic case, motor vehicle traffic. It alleges November 30th, 4:35 a.m. in Perry Township, you were driving a vehicle while you were under the influence of alcohol or drugs or a combination of those things. And it's alleged this would be your first conviction if you get convicted. On a first conviction, the most you face is 6 months in jail, a $1,075 fine, and a 3-year license suspension. The minimum penalty is 3 days in treatment, $375 fine, 6-month license suspension. You're also charged with speeding, driving 78 miles an hour in a 55 zone. That's a minor misdemeanor, maximum penalty is $150 fine. And driving outside your lane. That's a minor misdemeanor, maximum penalty is $150 fine. Do you understand these charges?
Yes, sir.
Do you have the money with which to hire a lawyer?
I'm gonna be trying to get one, yes, sir.
You're gonna hire your own?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Well, how much time do you think you need to do that?
I'm not sure, sir, at least a couple weeks.
Okay, so let me explain this to you. Two of the charges. Two of the charges you have are what's called felony charges that are more serious. A felony means if you get convicted, you can go to prison on a felony. So on those cases, they're considered so serious that you have to be indicted by a grand jury. That's a bunch of people sitting in secret with the prosecutor, people from the community that they present their evidence to say, is there enough evidence to file charges against this person? And that's what's called an indictment. You probably heard that term, an indictment. So that's what happens when somebody is charged on a felony after meeting with the grand jury. So one of the provisions under felonies, there's not always a grand jury sitting. So if there's not a grand jury and you're not invited, or not indicted, you have a right to have a judicial officer, that's me, look at the case and say, yeah, there's enough reason to keep this charge pending. That's called a preliminary hearing, and you have a right to have that within 15 days. So if we're going to give you more than 15 days to get a lawyer, I'm not trying to talk you out of it, I'll just explain. You have a right to make, it's your right to make them present their evidence within 15 days to me to say, yeah, there's enough reason to keep this case pending. Or we can go longer. If you want more time to get a lawyer, I can go longer than 15 days. But you're waiving your time frame if you do that. Do you understand what I'm explaining to you about the time frame on the preliminary hearing? If you want more than 15 days, I'll give it to you. Do you want more than 15 days to get a lawyer, or do you want to come back within 15 days?
I'll come back within 15 days,
You want to
sir.
come back within 15 days, okay. So let's look at that, when that would put us on the docket. See, your charge was filed today, so that means that's the 16th. Well, we don't have court on the 16th, so that means we got to be here the 15th. That's within the 15 days. So I'll set your next hearing for December the 15th. I'm putting down that you will hire a lawyer. December 15th is going to be your preliminary hearing and pre-trials on the misdemeanors. You've posted a bond with Mr. Sauer, so I'm going to continue that. Your bond's continued.
Thank you, sir.
So what's going to happen is you're going to be on the docket for December the 15th at 10 o'clock. You need to be here. Even if you didn't get a lawyer, you got to show up.
Yes, sir. You said December 15th at 10?
Correct. If you need more time, come back and ask for more time. Just don't blow it off. Because then I got to let Mr. Sowers know, and he's going to kind of snatch you up and take you to jail.
Yes, sir.
Because he doesn't want to pay the bond, and he never does pay the bond. He always goes gets his people. So if you need more time, come in and ask for more time. Just don't blow it off.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
December 15th, 10 o'clock is your next hearing.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Brian K. Elliott, case number CRA 25525, A and B.
Just this one. You can leave it there. Your Honor, Mr. Holt got stuck in Ironton. He text messaged me to cover this case.
All right, this is
Hi,
set.
Mr. Elliott.
Preliminary hearing today. Mr. Elliott is At Focus, I'm going to go progress report from them. And on August 26th, it's an intensive outpatient. Had good screens, it's doing MAT, and it's appropriate. And they reported he is compliant with all their requirements.
Okay. Mr. Holt gave me 2 dates, January 5th and the 23rd.
Okay. Anything you want to say, sir, Mr. Elliott?
I'll give you, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to get well. They really helped me to focus on what I need to do in life. It took me a long time to figure it out.
Well, thank you for taking advantage of the opportunity and
Yeah, I needed
getting into
it.
recovery.
Thank you.
Okay, let's look. The 5th or 23rd, let's do the 23rd.
Okay.
January 23rd, be the next hearing, 10 o'clock. Yeah, good job.
Thank you.
Keep it up.
Your Honor, we'll plan to call some of the inmates that are here.
Okay, we've got people in custody that are here back in the holding cell. We're going to bring some of them out now for hearings.
State of Ohio versus Whitson, Idlelock. Case number TRD 23130. Whitson, Idlelock.
And sir, you Woodson Idlelock, is that how you pronounce your last name?
Yes, close enough.
All right, Mr. Idlelock, it's alleged that on February the 5th of 2023, at 2:24 a.m. in Perry Township, you were driving a vehicle with a suspended license. This is a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine, and it's alleged that you were cited into court for February the 10th, 2023, and you didn't show up and got a capias issued. Since then, it looks like you got arrested on the capias. Do you understand the charge against you?
Yes, sir.
You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you do make statements, everything we do here is on the record. So whatever you're saying is getting recorded. It can be used against you if you admit something about your case. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make the state of Ohio approve the charge beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those things?
Yes, sir.
How do you want to plead to this charge?
Guilty.
That means you're admitting it's true. You understand that? Okay, I'm going to see if we got a report on this. Nope, all I've got is a Kentucky motor vehicles printout. Says status suspended. Violation of a suspension order issued. Failure to answer the court summons, that sounds familiar. It looks like it says location Boyd, so I'm assuming that's Boyd County.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir, do you have any explanation or statement you want?
I'm working on getting my license back. I've been in treatment for, let's see, I graduated December 9th, so I've been working on getting my.
Of 2024, or
Yes, sir, last year.
where'd you grad, what program did you graduate?
Journey to Hill, in Olive
Olive Hill, that's where all my family's from,
Yes.
on my mom's side.
Good little town.
Skags, you ever run into any Skags?
Yeah, got one, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just working towards getting my kids back, get my license back, and back on track.
How long you been in our jail?
Just since Thursday, while I rest on my birthday.
Ooh,
Thanksgiving and my birthday.
that's not a good day to get arrested. So you spent all long weekend in jail.
Yes, sir.
You got other charges, or this is the only thing?
No, sir, that's it.
How'd they stop you?
I ran out of gas.
Uh,
Yeah, in a handicap spot, and put the gas in, I was giving it a second to take to the fuel lines and stuff, and they pulled up on it.
Okay. Well, that's a pretty good penalty, so you don't have your license back yet.
No, sir.
Okay, anything else you want to tell me? So that's,
I won't be driving no more.
well, don't drive till you get your license.
Right.
Okay. I'll impose a $200 fine, order you to pay court costs, which is $125. I'll give you 10 days in jail. I'll suspend 6 and give you credit for 4. 10, 6, 4. I'll give you a review hearing, June the 15th of this year, or next year, 26. So here's the way this works. Since this is a misdemeanor, they won't go to Kentucky and drag you back over here, so here's your choice. Pay the fine, court costs, or just stay the heck out of Ohio. If you want to come back over here, you're going to have to pay this because you're subject to getting arrested if you don't pay it. Because eventually it'll be, after June the 15th, if you haven't paid it and don't show up for your hearing, you're going to get a warrant.
Yes, sir.
And then you're fair game
Yes, sir.
if you're over here. So stay in the Commonwealth if you don't want to pay this, or pay it. There's your options.
I'll pay it, yeah, that's not a problem.
Okay. June the 15th, and if you forget what you're supposed to do, we actually have phones here that work. You can't text here and get the information like most people want to do now, but you can get on your smartphone, which you have one, right?
Yes, sir.
And pull up the court as a website, Morris County Municipal Court, put your name in the record search, and it'll show you what you have to do. There's no excuses for not doing that. You know when you got to do it.
You want me to go?
You're going to get out of jail here shortly. But it's not over, you still gotta take care of it.
They got it, absolutely.
Okay.
Policy.
Okay, do what?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Ryan Edwards, case number CRA 25746, CRB 25747, CRA 25748, CRB 25749.
Ryan Edwards, a name I haven't heard for a while. Oh, good. All right, Mr. Edwards, how are you?
Doing better.
Orange is not a good color for very many people, so let's see what you got. 25, 746, 747, 748, 749. Those are your case numbers, so we'll start. 746, 25, 746. And Ryan was one of the best football players that ever come from Fairlawn. He made a mistake and left and went to Cold Grove. He was trying to get to Iron, just didn't make it to the next section. Right? Did you go to Cold Grove your senior year? And it was not good. Should have stayed at Fairlawn. Should have. Well, different class there, I have to say. Different class of people. I shouldn't say that. He was your neighbor.
He was a neighbor of mine too.
All right, 25-746, strangulation. It's a felony of the 3rd degree. It's alleged that at Rome Township, where you moved back to, you're in Rome Township, November the 9th, you created a substantial risk of serious physical harm to another person, being Daniel Ham, by means of strangulation or suffocation. That's a felony 3. It carries a maximum penalty of 5 years in jail and a $10,000 fine. 747, same day and same place, alleged that you knowingly caused or attempted to cause physical harm to Danielle Ham, who's either a member of your family or lives in your household, so that's domestic violence. First, she's your wife? Okay. They charge you with domestic violence over it, so that's a 1st degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Let's go to the next file, 748, 25. It's a different day. Yeah, it's a different day. Looks like the same charges, but just a different day. 748, strangulation on November the 10th, Rome Township. Same possible penalty as the other one. 5 years in jail, $10,000 fine. And then domestic violence on November the 10th, first degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Okay, do you understand those charges? You have to make hire a lawyer. You working? Okay, I'll appoint, I think Roger Smith represented you before? Morford? Well, Mr. Morford's got some medical things coming up, so I think we better go Roger Smith. This could take a little while. So I'm going to appoint Roger Smith to represent you. State's position on bond, Mr. Hill.
Your Honor, the state would request a $5,000 cash surety bond, and we're also requesting a protection order.
Well, she here today? Danielle Ham? Doesn't appear like she's here.
When I got arrested, they arrested me, I was laying asleep.
Okay, well, my main goal is to make sure nobody gets hurt, so usual procedure, and these are serious, one's a felony 3 charge. You gotta stay away from her at least. If she comes in here convincingly tells me she doesn't want a protection order, then she's an adult, I probably withdraw. But she's not here today, so she's gotta come before the court and ask for a be withdrawn. I'll issue a protection order for now. You think you can post a $5,000 cash or surety bond? Okay. Well, then it won't matter. If you're in jail, you're not gonna be around her. And if she doesn't want you in jail, well, you wanna talk to Gary then, all right? Okay, we'll have him get in touch with you. Yeah, I'll let you use the bail bonds, but for now, you gotta stay away from her if you get out on bond. You got another place to go to?
And she stays in my place.
Well, you gotta stay away from her, so if she's there, you gotta stay away from her. I'm ordering you to stay away from her, I'm not ordering her to do anything. Okay, because I don't wanna see somebody get hurt, then I'm gonna be in trouble. If you get hurt her, then I'm gonna be in trouble.
We can try to reach her, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll let them try to get in touch with her and see what her position is on.
Yeah,
If they come back and say she wants you out and she doesn't want a protection order, then I'll do that. But these are serious charges, so I gotta play it on the safe side for now. Okay, Mr. Smith's not here, but he's usually here, so he'll be here. We need to set a hearing for you. You've been in jail since yesterday?
No, since Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay. Well, is that right?
26, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, we need to set this for a hearing then. Need to set it for Friday, this Friday, December 5th. I'll set your next hearing for this coming Friday, December 5th. I'll let Mr. Smith know he's appointed to represent you. Any questions, Mr. Edwards? And if things change, they're going to try to get a hold of Danielle. If she doesn't want you in custody, then we'll change the bond here later.
It was, I got a number.
Okay, give that to one of the officers, they can give it to the prosecutor and try to get in touch with it.
State of Ohio versus Leonard Franz, case number TRD 25-1408.
Leonard Franz, that's you?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Franz, well, let's go over your rights. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you do make statements, they can be used against you You have the right to have an attorney, have one appointed, and bail. Make the state prove this charge beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those things? It's a driving under suspension. It's alleged on June the 19th of this year in Union Township, you were driving a vehicle while you were under a first-degree misdemeanor suspension. So that carries a maximum penalty of 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. You understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the charge?
Guilty.
That means you're admitting it's true. You understand that? Okay, let's see what the officer says. I've got a copy of your driving record. Looks like there's a suspension. At the time it was, you had a suspension that ended in November of this year, but this happened in June, so it's alleged you didn't come to court when you were ordered to. This was June the 19th. You had a suspension from Hamilton County until November 10th of 2025. Looks like it was over some kind of insurance issue. And let's see if there's any others on here. Yeah, it looks like that was the only one in effect at that time. That's it. They didn't give me any statement from the officer. So it's wide open for you. The only thing I've got is a printout of your record saying that you had a suspension from November 10th of 2023 to November 10th of 2025 from Hamilton County, that's Cincinnati. And you were cited in court June the 19th of this year. The suspension was in effect then, and you didn't show up, it's alleged. So that's why you got, actually, yeah, bench warrant was issued. Any explanation or statement you want to make?
I missed that, just saying, because I was at the hospital with my newborn baby. He was just born. That's the only reason why I missed it. I totally forgot all about it.
Okay. Well, that's a pretty good reason to miss court. You got a baby, but you can't, it's not like a get out of jail card forever.
Yeah,
I missed court last week, Judge, because I had a newborn baby, but I'm here today, turning myself in. I want to take care of this. Not much would happen for missing court under this scenario, but when you just totally blow it off, you got to wear the orange jumpsuit. And when did that happen? When did you start wearing the orange jumpsuit?
Yesterday.
Okay, so you didn't miss Thanksgiving anyway. We had a few people that ran from Thanksgiving all weekend. So,
yesterday.
what happened to cause you to get arrested?
To be honest with you, I was cutting antlers off with a deer on the side of the road. And he stopped and he asked me for my ID, and I didn't even realize I had a warrant for my arrest. I forgot all about it.
What were you going to do with the antlers?
I'm going to take them home and keep them.
And grind them up?
Yeah,
They're supposed to have some kind of secret medicinal, Chinese, I think, believe that. They got some kind of secret medicinal powers. I mean, I don't understand it. I'm not a deer hunter, I don't get it. Everybody gets dressed up like they're going to war. You can go to Parkerville on the bypass and you gotta dodge them to keep from killing them because they're out there on the bypass with a car. I'm trying not to kill them.
Okay.
And people are out acting like they're going to war trying to kill them. They dress up in war paint. I don't have to run for election, so it doesn't matter if they get this or not.
Well, that keeps people from hitting them in their cars, too.
Well, I guess that's true, they're doing a public service, because otherwise they're gonna jump in front of your car. They're about the dumbest animal there is on the face of the planet. So anyway, you didn't need to know all that, though, did you?
It's all right.
Okay, well, you living in Proctorville?
Yes, sir.
Township Road 82, where's that?
It's off of 775.
Okay. Is that Slate Run or Wolf Creek?
It's out by Wolf Creek, yeah.
Out by Wolf Creek?
Yeah.
Are you on road? Okay. All right. Do you have a job?
Not currently, I don't.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a job. You need a job. I'll give you a $200 fine, which is more than it would have been if you would have come back in the summer. So there has to be a price to be paid. You've already paid some price, because you probably wouldn't have got jail time if you would have come in on your own. And you got a baby you're taking care of?
He was born on October 31st.
Oh, I thought you said you missed this hearing because of it.
No, it's because of the date of it. She's having problems with it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. A little word of advice, when you got a hearing date, you got a come, or you're gonna wind up going to the Who Scout. And it's not, you spent the night there last night?
Yeah.
Have you been there before?
No.
It's not a good place to spend the night, is it? You wanna tell all these people, don't go to jail if you can avoid it?
No.
Yeah. It's a place to avoid. If you can possibly avoid it, try to avoid it. Do what you're supposed to. Okay, $200 fine, court costs, 10 days in jail. I'll give you credit for 1 day, and I'll suspend the other 9. But I'm going to give you some community service. So here's how you can wind up going back to jail. If you blow off the community service, then you'll have to get back to jail. But community service is a lot better than going to jail, right? So 3 days of community service. You can do it any day except Sunday or a holiday here at the court at 7:30. Can you get here? Okay. Did you actually get the antlers or not?
They took them. They took them. They did it with St. Trooper. It was a $14.20.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Somebody hit it with a car? Somebody hit it with a car?
Yeah, somebody hit it with a car.
See, that's the best way to get it here. Just hit it with your car. Might probably do some damage to the car. Okay, you've got a review hearing on June 15th.
June 15th.
So that gives you a long time to get this done. If you don't have it done, you gotta show up for a hearing. That's the other way you can go to jail, blow off the hearing. Then you get a warrant for not showing up. June the 15th, 9 a.m. You got a smartphone, right? Everybody's got a smartphone. You can check, if you forget when you're supposed to be here, get on the court's website, we're the old-fashioned way. Do you actually use a phone for anything other than texting? Do you actually use to call people? Because there's a certain age cutoff where people won't call. They just text. They will not call you. My kids, they will not call me, but if I text them, they'll respond. If I call them, it's not, they don't pick it up, but if I text them, they'll respond. Okay, June the 15th, your review hearing, get it done before then. Okay, that's all. You'll get out of jail here shortly. Yeah.
State of Ohio versus Heather Gilman.
Go back.
Case number CRA 25441, CRB 25442, A and B.
You're Heather Gilpin. You left treatment at Bethesda. And this is Mr. Morford. Mr. Morford, this was your case. She's got a felony. What happened to your ankle monitor?
They took it off when I went back to jail.
Uh-oh. Did you still have it on?
Yeah, I didn't cut it off.
Until just recently?
They took it off as soon as they took me back to jail that day. They took it off.
Okay, well, here's my file. You probably need to talk to her. My notes were she went to Bethesda for inpatient treatment. July 22nd, oh, this is of 24, she left treatment. And then she was back here, had a hearing. She got a ring on October 27th. She had a preliminary hearing on November the 10th. And bond revocation hearing was set for November 7th. Not sure what happened after that, but she apparently was left treatment, or I don't know if she was in treatment. She's not in treatment, she's in jail. Something went wrong.
I
I'm not 100% sure, Your Honor, but I think she left treatment and had the ankle monitor on iron and arrested her.
Okay.
I believe what's happened.
Apparently she did cut it off.
She did not cut it off.
State of Ohio versus Justin Hackworth, case number CRB 25765, CRB 24793, CRB 24267.
Justin Hackworth.
April Hackworth?
Justin Hackworth. You're Justin Hackworth. You got a new charge and you got some old charges. The new charge is 25,765, possession of drug paraphernalia. It's alleged on November 30th, Union Township, you not only were in possession of drug paraphernalia, being a glass pipe with a white residue in it. That's a 4th-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty is 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Then you've got 24,793, an old case. That was a conviction for a theft offense. You had a review hearing on September 26th of 2025 that you failed to appear for, it's alleged. So there was a warrant outstanding on that for failure to appear. Then in 24,267, another theft offense. Had a review hearing, same time on that one that you failed to appear for. So you had outstanding warrants, and then you got this new charge on drug paraphernalia. So, you understand the new charge?
I do, sir, yes.
How do you plead to that?
I'm guilty of that, sir.
Well, I didn't explain your rights, so let's back up. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you do make statements, they can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed. You have a right to bail, to make the state prove this charge, and the old charges too, that you failed to appear beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things? Okay, now how do you want to, we'll just act like that other plea didn't happen.
I'm guilty, there ain't no reason to try to fight it. I mean, I don't really know the law, but there ain't no reason to try to lie about it.
Okay, I'll accept your guilty plea. Why did you come to court when you were supposed to?
Yeah, I'm not gonna make excuses, but I got started out on drugs again, so I didn't.
That was going to be my guess.
Yeah.
And it looks like from your prior orders, weren't you on some sort of parole?
Yeah, I got a parole order to the APA in Ironton, yeah. And I'm about to go to the court Wednesday, I think, for
Who's your lawyer right now?
I don't know that yet.
Oh, you haven't appeared yet? Okay. Who was your attorney in common pleas before? Yeah, you remember?
That was 8 years ago.
Okay. You been on parole that long?
I mean, I was in prison for 5 years, and I've been out since 23.
Okay, well, what I want you to do today, let's get a urine screen and see what we're dealing with. Do you have any ideas?
Meth and crack rolling, weed. That's gonna be loaded, really. I mean,
Okay, well, sometimes people are surprised what's in there. It might be fentanyl. Well, let me give you a clue. If you're taking anything off the street, they could have fentanyl in it. And that can take you out. So let's go ahead and go do your urine screen, and then we'll have you back. Figure out what we're gonna do.
State of Ohio versus Whitney Harvey, case number CRB 25762, CRC 252971.
Ma'am, are you Whitney Nicole Harvey?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Harvey, I'm Judge Capper. This is your arraignment. Everything, you see all these cameras and everything? Everything we do now is recorded, audio and video. So there's a video of you in the courtroom now, and whatever you say is on that video. So you have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you do make statements being recorded, it could be used against you. And admissions are a big deal in the law. If you admit something, it's hard to take it back. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to have bail, and you have a right to make the state prove these charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things? First charge is endangering children, 25-762. It alleges that on November 30th in Fayette Township, you were operating a motor vehicle while under the influence of some substance while you had minor children in the vehicle with you. So that's endangering children, it's first degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Then the traffic charges, 25-29-71, alleges that you were operating a vehicle while you were under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or a combination of those things. So as if you get convicted, this would be your first conviction. So on a first offense under Ohio law, the most you face, the most I could give you if you're found guilty, is 6 months in jail, $1,075 fine, 3-year license suspension. The least I can give you, there's a minimum on this charge. Most charges don't have a minimum. This one's got a minimum. The legislature doesn't trust judges to go where they need to go, so they set a minimum. I have to give you at least 3 days in a treatment program, $375 fine, and a 6-month license suspension under the law of the state. You understand that and possible penalty? And the state's alleging you submitted to a urine screen. It takes weeks to get the results, so that got, I'm assuming it's already on its way to the lab in Columbus for testing. It's going to take several weeks to get the results. I don't know what it's going to show, if anything, at this point. You're also charged with speeding, driving 86 miles an hour in a 55 zone. That's a minor misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is $150 fine. Also, alleged you were not wearing a safety belt while driving. That's a mandatory $30 fine. It's also a minor misdemeanor. So you've got 4 charges. Do you understand the 4 charges? Do you understand the rights I explained to you?
Yes.
How do you wish to plead to these charges? You want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Yes.
Are you working? Do you have a job? I think I just asked you twice. So, do you have any income?
Not right now.
Okay. Who's got custody of these children? Are these your children that are in the vehicle with you? They with a family member? Or? Okay. They're in a safe place?
Yes, but I would never want to do without them, so I think it really, I'm the sole provider for these.
All right, Mr. Stratton, I'm going to appoint you to represent Ms. Harvey. And I've got an out-of-state address for you in Nova, right? Is that where you live now? State's position on bond.
The state's not opposed to an OR bond.
Okay, I'm going to let you sign a signature bond of $1,500. That means you're signing a piece of paper that says, Judge, I promise to come to court, or I'll pay $1,500 as a penalty for not showing up. And you get a warrant if you don't show up too. So we don't have to worry about, well, you'll need to take care of the issues with custody and placement of your children. I don't know if this was a relative placement through an agency or...
No.
All right, Mr. Stratton's going to be your lawyer, so we're looking at probably 9 weeks at least before we'll get her urine test back. We'll wait. Okay, January 30th. Okay, January 30th will be the next hearing. Defendant waives time constraints. It'll be January 30th to 26th for a pretrial.
second, your case is next. Okay. State of Ohio versus Charles Ritchie. Case number CRB 25766 A and B. CRB 25662, CRB 25165.
Your Honor, these are new charges, Ms. Ritchie. She was set this Friday for sentencing.
Okay.
For that.
Yes, December 5th, there was a sentencing. Have you seen the new charges, Mr. Sheriff?
I've heard of the new charges.
Okay. Do you want me to read them into the record?
No, we'll wait for you, Your Honor. I'm very clear about guilty to both charges, and that's going to be set for plea trial.
Okay, not guilty plea is entered for Mr. Ritchie. Set this for a pretrial for Friday, this 5th of December. He has sentencing on some other cases set that day.
He does, Your Honor.
What's the state's position on bond now?
State would request a $5,000 cash assurance.
Any response?
Your Honor, I have to be like signing on bond. I don't believe there's any bond.
Let me read the affidavit.
And I thought, we'll come back Friday. We had gone really over.
Okay, I'm going to set the bond at 25, I'm going to divide the baby down, 2,500 cash assured. Set the hearing, everything for Mr. Ritchie set for Friday, December 5th, 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Joseph Sherman. Case number CRB 25386.
Second, Your Honor.
A and B. Robert.
Sir, you're Joseph Sherman. Okay, you got two charges, Mr. Sherman. Driving under suspension and obstructing official business. So the driving under suspension alleges that on June the 8th of 2025, Upper Township, I don't think that's, we're in the right court. That should be an Akron Municipal. Well, the complaint says Upward.
It was right there by the Warren's Pond.
Oh, that should be Fayette. You want to amend it, or?
We would amend that to Fayette.
Yeah, it says, I'm looking at the affidavit, it says County Road 1. Okay, I'm going to amend it to allege Fayette Township rather than Upper Township.
Might be Perry Township.
If it's on, I don't think so. If it's in,
Around Lawrence Commons, if that's what he's indicating over Perry Township.
it is Perry? Okay. All right, I'll amend it to Perry.
Now.
Okay, so it alleges that now at Perry Township on June the 8th, you were operating a motor vehicle while you had your license under suspension. That's a first degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty, 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. And then the second charge, the same time and place, you purposely prevented, obstructed, or delayed a public official performance of their official duties. That's obstructing. It's a second degree misdemeanor, 90 days in jail, $750 fine. Do you understand these two charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
And your rights are, you have a right to remain silent, you don't have to say anything. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, to make the state prove these charges beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that? How do you wish to plead to these charges?
Guilty, Your Honor.
That means you're admitting they're true.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm going to read the affidavit that's filed. I think it's the same. Yes. Pretty lengthy, but I'll read it. State Highway Patrol Trooper Conley. June 8th, of 25. I was stationary in my cruiser on County Road 1, now near Township Road 1186. I observed a red Pontiac Firebird travel onto Township Road 1186 without using a turn signal. I began monitoring the vehicle, and it accelerated, activated my lights, and the vehicle slowed down and exited the vehicle while the vehicle was still in motion, began to flee on foot. The vehicle slowly rolled off the left side of the road and struck a fence. I exited the cruiser to check the vehicle for occupants. South Point police officer Landon Hutchison arrived on the scene and began to pursue on foot. Mr. Sherman was given a loud verbal command to stop. Police, and I lost sight of Mr. Sherman and Officer Hutchison. I checked the area in attempts to locate Mr. Sherman and was unsuccessful. Trooper Elliott and a deputy from Lawrence County Sheriff's Office arrived on the scene. They also attempted to locate Mr. Sherman. I was advised that Mr. Sherman's mother had spoken with him and advised her son was running away from the vehicle. Officer Hudson advised Ms. Bentley resides at apartment 19 and made contact with her, who is the mother of Mr. Sherman. Her name is Sherry Bentley. Gives her address. Ms. Bentley stated her niece came to her residence and stated Mr. Sherman was running on foot away from cops. I collected Ms. Bentley's information and advised her the vehicle was being towed. We did inventory of the vehicle, and while doing so, a female stated her grandson's vehicle, who was identified as Mr. Sherman, and she stated she was unsure why he ran away. Johnson's towing arrived on the scene and took possession of the vehicle. I got an image from the BMV as to Mr. Sherman confirmed that who the driver was that exited the vehicle and fled on foot. I checked to see if he had a valid license, and the leads check showed it was suspended. Crash report was filed due to the vehicle striking a fence. There was no visible damage to the fence or to the vehicle. Okay. That's the end of that affidavit. What say you, Mr. Sherman?
About what part, Your Honor?
Any of it. This is your chance. You pled guilty, so you have a right to make a statement before you get sentenced. What do you want to tell me about this? Very irresponsible behavior on your part.
Yes, Your Honor, I was very irresponsible and I should have ran. I was just nervous, and I apologize.
Well,
I was going to lose my job.
where do you work?
I work with Christmas Landscaping over in Rusty. That's actually where I was on my way back from. I just got off work.
How'd you get picked up and placed in custody?
Like yesterday, or not yesterday, Saturday, they picked me up at my mom's apartment.
Oh, just over this or something else happened?
It was just over that.
Did he get called because somebody was having an argument? Or was it turkey or something? Were you involved in it or? Okay. Did you know what happened?
That's what I was told.
We were familiar with the warrant for his arrest.
Okay.
For the charges, and we went to the residence to arrest him for that warrant.
So you knew he was there, thought he might be there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, well, this is pretty bad because you jumped out of the car, could have, you know, hurt somebody coming in the opposite direction or whatever, so. How come your license got suspended?
Actually, that happened because when I was in jail before, I was in jail for 4 months, and they told me I didn't show up to the court in Colgrove, so they suspended it. And I couldn't have showed up because I was in jail. That's how I got suspended there.
Well, did you let them know you were in jail?
I did. I ended up paying that ticket and one in Proctorville, and I don't know why I'm still suspended.
Well, what do you think was gonna happen? You didn't know you got these charges or what?
I did not.
Okay.
I was actually told that the court date for those was canceled, and that's why I did not appear.
Well, if you'd done much research, you could have found out that there was a warrant, because you can go on the website and check, and it would show there was a warrant for you.
Yes, I apologize.
Okay, so were you supposed to be at work today?
Monday through Friday. Today's Monday?
Yeah, it's Monday.
Yes, sir.
Okay. At this place in Ashland?
It's right there in Russell.
Russell.
It's in between Russell and Ashland, right around KFC Road, Patton Drive.
Do you drive for them, or?
No, sir. She picks me up and everything now.
Okay. I'll give you a $200 fine. Court costs. I think this one's gonna have to be more than 1 day. Jumping out of your car while it's still moving and running on foot from the police. The last guy I gave him, he got 1 day. I mean, I think this is about a 5-dayer.
This will be my 3rd day, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna give you credit for whatever time you serve.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I'm gonna give him 10 days. 10 days in jail. And let's see. I'll give you credit for 3. Suspend. 2. So you'll have to serve 5. And I'm going to give you 5 days of community service in addition. That's 30 hours of community service. 2 years of level 4 probation. Set a review hearing for you for June 15th. 9 o'clock. And what happens if you don't do this and you don't come to your hearing?
I go back to jail.
Yeah, I wish it was that immediate, but you get a warrant first, and then eventually you.
Well, I won't be missing any more court days.
Okay. Nobody ever tells me I'm gonna miss. Nobody ever says, Judge, you know, I'm not gonna do this. I never say that. But then if you sit here and watch, a lot of people don't do what they're supposed to do. So I'm just warning you, if you don't come and do what you're supposed to do, that's the only option I got, is to give you a warrant and go to jail. So I don't want you to go to jail. You don't want to go to jail, right? Believe it or not, they don't want you to go to jail because they got enough people in there. Enough people are going to blow off what they're supposed to do and wind up in jail to fill up the jail in half of Gowdy County and some in Scioto County. And sometimes you get shipped to Morrow County. I don't even know where that is. You can get shipped to Morrow County. That's
Columbus.
Above Columbus. Yeah, so that's Ohio, not Ohio. you're in Ohio now. You could get shipped to Ohio. Those are different people. So you don't want to go there. So just do what you're supposed to, when you're supposed to, how you're supposed to do it, and you won't have to go back to jail. Don't blow it off. Okay. You got 2 more days of jail to do, then you're going to get out. Hopefully you didn't lose your job in that time frame, but if you did, whose fault is it? Yeah, it's your fault, not mine. Okay, June the 15th is your review hearing.
Your Honor, he has a big case.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yes. Thank you. $100 fine on that. Okay, that's all. Take care of this and have a nice life after that.
State of Ohio versus Stephanie M. Taylor, case number CRB 25760.
Ma'am, are you Stephanie Taylor? Ms. Taylor, it's alleged November 30th this year, Fayette Township. You tried to deprive Walmart of property without their consent. It's a theft offense. Maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. You do make statements. They're all on the record. They can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, to make the state prove this charge beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those things I just explained to you? You understand the charge against you? How do you wish to plead? Guilty means you admit it's true. Okay, so let me read what the officer says. I saw Stephanie Taylor start to take items, open them up, put them on her person, like up her shirt, down her pants. As I followed her to the front, I watched as she only paid for 3 items. She did not get the big blue light set. She then leaves the self-checkout to where she entered the front bathroom, where she dropped half the stuff she had in the front before heading to the back, where she dropped more in the back bathroom. She then returned to her buggy where she still had unpaid merchandise in the bag before walking past the last point of sale. So did you try to take stuff out or not? I'm not really clear from that.
I didn't take anything out, no. But the light set is, I guess, unpaid for, so.
And
But
you
I didn't
did?
take anything out, I left it in, I left everything in there.
Okay. Well, you're entering a guilty plea to a theft offense, and it's not a theft if you don't take it out. It might be something else, but it's not theft. I mean, you hurt the packaging, or you took it out of the packaging and then left it, so that's, might be some sort of danger. That's up to you, but I just want to make sure you understand, if you enter a guilty plea, that's a complete admission that you did a theft, and it didn't sound to me like the affidavit you did a theft. Okay, do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you? Do you have a job?
I do have a job.
Where do you work?
I'm a licensed insurance agent also. I work at home.
Okay. You live in Canova?
I do.
Well, how are you paid by Allstate? By the hour or salary?
By an hour.
How much per hour?
I have 4 children too.
Okay, well, then you're qualified. With 4 kids. If you were a single person, $21 an hour, you wouldn't be qualified. So with 4 kids, yes. You have to sign an affidavit to verify that. Mr. Morford, I'll appoint you. So is this in claims, or what do you do for Allstate?
So it's not claims, but I do, like, they call in reviews of their policies and, not new business, but if they want, they're in the house with us and have to do an audit or something. So
Okay.
they'll audit with them. There's all email calls.
All right. Mr. Hill, what's your position on bond? And you may want to amend these charges. The affidavit doesn't sound to me like it's that.
Well, she went through, according to the affidavit, she went past the checkout and went in the bathroom, she had stuff concealed in her person. And then then they said she
I
walked.
thought the bathroom was inside the,
It's on the outside outside the last point of sale, on the inner front wall of the building. And then it says she walked past, it looks to me like she ended up taking stuff out without paying for it also.
Okay.
Still had in her possession.
well, she's entered, I would let her withdraw her guilty plea, but it sounds like something needs to be flushed out. She can enter a not guilty plea. What's your position on bond?
Well, we're not opposed to an OR bond, Your Honor.
Okay, she can sign a $1,000 OR bond. And you better show up, because no Allstate. I probably would let them know if you didn't show up. Okay, so we need to set a hearing date. How about 29th? December 29th. Is that a good date? I'll say, I can't imagine common pleas doing any trials. December 29th with you. For a pre-trial at 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Laura Thompson, case number CRB 25384.
And you're Laura Thompson? So last you missed a hearing back in August the 11th this year for a pre-trial. Warrant got issued, and it looks like you got arrested. Did you turn yourself in or get arrested? Okay. Well, you think you could post a bond now? Because you had an OR bond before. Because I don't think your lawyer's going to be here till December the 12th, was what I recall. Yeah, he's out till the 12th of December, I believe. Do you have any explanation for missing on August the 11th?
I don't have a driver's license, and I had went down, you told me that I had to go get fingerprints, right? And I went down there 3 different occasions to try to get this handled, and
Well, your fingerprinted now.
Yeah, this is a very bad situation for me. And
Okay.
I'm on disability, and
I'm going to change your bond. Well, technically, I should revoke your prior bond, so. I'm ordering you to pay the $1,000. You didn't show up. And I'll set a new bond of $1,000 cash and surety. Well, before I let you out on your signature, and you didn't show up. So now you gotta have a guarantee. You're gonna guarantee your appearance, and you do that by either, you got another $1,000, you gotta pay $1,000 for the forfeiture bond. And if you got another $1,000, you can post it with the clerk, as long as you come to court, you get it back at the end of the case. Or I'm letting you use a bail bondsman. You pay him his fees, but you don't get that back. And he will come and snatch you up if you don't come to court. And you can pay the $1,000, I'm ordering you to pay $1,000 too. So you got probably $1,150 to pay. Nope. Well, if we can take it up until your next court date, anytime you can post the bond. He's not gonna be here till December the 12th, so that's when I'll set your next hearing. Your attorney's not here till December 12th. There's consequences of things you do. You miss a hearing, there's consequences to that.
So how do I get out of jail?
Post a bond.
Can I pay myself?
Yeah. Yeah, you can pay it yourself. Anybody can pay it. We'll take the money from anybody. You, your uncle, your grandmother, whoever you can get to pay it, we'll take it from you. You got $1,000 to pay for the forfeit bond, so you had a signature bond. You didn't come, so I gotta make you pay that. Because you had you promised to come to court in August, you didn't come. So, you gotta pay that. And then now you've got a new bond of $1,000, so you can either pay the additional $1,000 or you can hire a bail bondsman to be good for the $1,000. And whatever fee they charge, usually it's 10% or 15%, something like that, but you don't get that money back. Okay? You understand what you gotta do? Huh?
How can I call that one?
If you wanna talk to him, it's like, we will text him and he will appear magically.
Please.
Okay? We'll let him know you wanna talk to him. It'll be 10 a.m. for her, yeah, if she's still in custody. December 12th is your next hearing. That's when Mr. Steyer will be here.
State of Ohio versus James Willis, case number CRA 02-1024. James Willis.
Wow, that seems really old. Sir, you James Willis? Yes, sir. Mr. Willis, it's alleged that you did not appear in court when you were ordered to and never completed a case you were ordered to do on a forgery. And, it was amended to a misdemeanor, but you had fines and court costs to pay. It's alleged you never paid, didn't come to a review hearing, got a warrant issued because of it. Now, you have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything about this. If you do make statements, it's on the record. It can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make the state prove this charge beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those things? So, how do you plead to the charge you failed to come to court, failed to complete what you were ordered to do?
Guilty.
Do you have any explanation you want to make?
Sir, I was at, sir, I was at, I worked at, between jobs, and had some family issues going on.
And you moved away, it looks like you were, maybe you were living there. I had a Strongsville, Ohio address for you at some point.
Oh, where?
Strongsville, do you ever live there?
Yes, sir.
James Willis, 14488
No.
Ordner Road, Strongsville, Ohio.
No. No, sir. So, 14005 South 4th Street, Ohio.
And the basis of the charge looks like it was, you paid for some items with a forged and stolen check. It was alleged, that's what the affidavit was.
No, sir, it's not me.
Okay, I've got a James Willis with a date of birth of October 22nd, 79.
No, sir.
It's not you?
No, sir.
Okay.
March 31st of 1986.
No. Yeah.
Okay, so does the state want to check on this, or how do you want to handle this? He says it's not him, it's a different James Willis, and the person that I've got has a date of birth of 79. Which doesn't seem that long ago to me, but I guess it's getting to be a few years ago now.
Well, we can, I honestly was looking into something else and I didn't hear the conversation, but.
Well, he says he has a date of birth in the 80s.
Yes, sir.
He does look like that's appropriate.
March 31st of 1986.
See, even 86 is old now.
It is.
Perry, can you help us with that?
Okay, we're going to do some checking and we'll get back with you. We'll bring it back out after we do some research.
State of Ohio recalls Ryan Edmonds, case number CRA 25748, CRB 25749, CRA 25746, and CRA 25747.
Brian Edwards. Brian Edwards. Okay, we got Mr. Edwards back out, and I understand the prosecutor was able to get a hold of the wife, Danielle Ham. And what do you have to report?
Well, Ms. Ham says this is all a big misunderstanding. And, you know, I can understand how people there's allegations of being strangled on 2 successive days, and it's all just a misunderstanding. So, we're okay with an OR bond. She doesn't want a protection order.
Okay.
So maybe we can go for day number 3.
All right. I'll cancel the protection orders issued and give you a $5,000 signature bond. And we'll keep Roger Smith as the attorney. Why don't we do this, Mr. Edwards? I would suggest. You don't have a lawyer here, but I'll keep it on this Friday if you want. I'm not sure Mr. Smith is available then, because usually he's here, but he's not here today. It's likely he'll be available Friday, but I can't guarantee that. I can, now that you're going to be out of custody, put it out a little further if you want, so we can make sure he's going to be available.
I'd like to put it out a little further.
Okay. Let's look and see one's not absolutely crazy today. Let's do the 15th, so that's 2 weeks from today. All right. I'll set it for December the 15th. And just make sure, because I think I kind of went through this before, but to make a clear record. You're the one that has the right to make them bring their evidence in within a certain time frame, but you're agreeing, I'm going to go a little further so I can make sure everything's lined up with my lawyer, and especially since I'm not going to be sitting in a jail waiting for this hearing. Is that agreeable? Okay, so you're in effect waiving your time constraints to go to December the 15th. Okay, so we'll let Mr. Smith know December the 15th. And do you want to give me a phone number to give him and all the world? Because we broadcast these now on YouTube, so I don't know if people realize that. All of our court sessions are on YouTube, so if you give me, you can write it down if you want to. You don't want to put it out there on the World Wide Web?
304.
Okay. Let me wait a minute. Let me write it down. 304
563 5210.
5210. I will pass that on to Mr. Smith right now. Okay, December 15th, 2 weeks from today. You'll get out on a signature line.
John lost 3186. John lost 80. 79 on the position.
I need a break. This has gotten to be too much. I hate to say that. Because it's complicated. And it's just every day. Every minute of every day.
State of Ohio versus Heather Gilpin. Recall. Case number CRA 25441, CRB 25442, A and B.
Mr. Morford's case. Had a chance to talk. As I recall, she was at Bethesda and they wanted her picked up because there was a problem. I think that's what happened, and maybe Ironton picked her up. Am I wrong on that?
You can explain the history.
I went to Bethesda in July and I left, and then, so then I was gone for a couple months, and then I was in the hospital for like 6 weeks, and then I got arrested when I got out of the hospital, and I went there the same day. They said they weren't going to take me because of my heart, and I got mad and just took off, and they took my phone and wouldn't let me call my probation officer, and then literally within like 15 minutes I got arrested because I had that ankle bracelet on.
Yeah, I ordered on October 27th that you be released to Bethesda for inpatient treatment with an ankle monitor.
Yeah, and as soon as I got there, like, they had the nurse check me out, and she said that she wasn't gonna take me, because of my heart, and she said she was gonna discharge me the next day with her nurse manager or something like that, and I got mad and just overreacted.
How long you been in jail now?
5 weeks.
Your Honor, I believe you did release her to Focus at one time too, and she
Yeah.
ran from the hospital.
No, never.
Okay, now I remember that.
No, that's not me, sir.
Well, what happened, as far as my memory and my notes, on November the 7th, she was in jail. She had left treatment. And at that time, we made a motion to reduce the theft charge to a misdemeanor, and she pled to all the charges, and she received a jail sentence of 6 months in jail with credit for time served.
November 7th, amended from felony theft. She got credit for 14 days jail served, stay out of Walmart.
And he said he'd review me in 30 days and maybe think about.
Okay.
And we discussed the fact that she might have, I
They
said,
give her 6 months in jail.
we would agree to allow her to go to treatment at some point if the provider would accept her. And so I think that's where we're at.
Okay, so. Well, what do you want to do?
I would like to go to treatment. I've been like in jail for 5 weeks, and didn't learn my lesson big time.
Okay, so hometown wants to talk to you. So we'll have that happen, and then we'll come back and see if they're willing to take you. And if you go, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna stay there and do it. I don't want to sit in
Yeah.
jail.
Do what they tell you?
Yeah,
How they tell you to do it?
yeah, absolutely.
When they tell you to do it? You're not in charge anymore?
No, I've been.
You can't work out orders and tell, this is what I'm gonna do, you're gonna do this, you're gonna give me my phone, I wanna do that. No, you're not in charge. Okay, we'll have you back after you get assessed.
Thank you so much.
State of Ohio versus Civil Crowder, here at the court on recall, case number CRB 25759.
All right, she is here, she's got a bond up. You can come up here, ma'am, and stand behind the table.
Stand behind the table.
Okay. You're Sybil Crowder.
I am.
All right, Ms. Crowder, you go over your rights with me. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. You make statements. Can be used against you. Everything here is being recorded. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, to make the state of Ohio prove any charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those things?
Yes.
You're charged with a theft offense. It's alleged that November 26th in Fayette Township at Walmart, you knowingly obtained or exerted control over property belonging to them without their consent. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
How do you plead to this charge?
I don't know what to do.
Well,
I
if
don't
you
want to,
know
I'm
what
not
to do,
trying
then you
to.
should enter a not guilty plea. That's the
Okay.
safest plea. If you enter a guilty plea, you're admitting the charge is true.
Okay.
So you want to enter a not guilty plea?
I mean, can I talk to somebody? I have 2 kids. I'm not trying to,
Well, if you want to talk to a lawyer, then I suggest you enter a not guilty plea.
Your Honor, it might help if the state gave a recommendation as to the,
yeah.
What our requested disposition would be.
Okay.
And we would ask, if she maintains her guilty plea, we would ask for a suspended jail sentence and some community service and a period of probation to make sure she continues to stay out of trouble, and a fine, a small fine. Also, we're aware that the court may require her to take a drug screen.
And you left out the biggest penalty.
And stay out of Walmart.
Right.
That's what we would ask for.
Okay, that's fine.
Is that what you want to do? They're going to recommend that. That doesn't mean that's what I would do, but they're recommending, they're saying, if you plead guilty, they will recommend what he just said. So how do you want to proceed? If you want, no pressure. If you want to talk to a lawyer, that's fine. You just need to enter a not guilty plea, and then we'll put it off for another pretrial, and you can go talk to a lawyer before you come back.
Okay, you just give me another court date and then I get somebody that I can talk to about it, about
Yes.
the charges and stuff. Okay, can we do that then?
I'll enter a not guilty plea.
How do I find, will you just give me
Do you want to hire your own lawyer, or you want to be considered for a court-appointed
a
lawyer?
court appointed?
Are you working?
No,
You have no income?
I have no income.
Okay. What about your household? Is there income in your household?
No, I stay at home with my kids. I'm on HUD food stamps.
You don't have,
I stay
there's
at
not
home.
a male in the household that's working?
No.
Okay. All right, I'll appoint Mr. Morford to represent you. I'll set, well, you have a bond up, so your bond's continued, being posted.
There's 2 separate ones. I thought that it was on my night. This is what they gave me whenever I left.
Okay, Mr. Morford can do the 19th of December or after.
At your convenience, Judge.
Okay, let's do the 29th then, December 29th,
What time?
10 o'clock. And I'll let Mr. Sowers know, since he posted your bond, that you came in.
Okay. Yeah, whenever they released me, they told me that it was December 9th. I have 2 different papers and they both say 2 different things, so I'm sorry.
Okay, mistakes happen. All right. All right, so your next hearing is December 29th, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus April Hackworth here at the court, case number CRA 29676.
Yeah, some points and two translations. I'm hard of hearing, so I can't hear.
Do you need a sign language interpreter?
This is,
This was preliminary.
yes, says a preliminary, but I don't have anybody listed as attorney.
Judge, she indicates to me that she's hard of hearing and may need a sign language interpreter.
I didn't hear.
Is she signed?
I've got an appointment coming up on the 9th, 8th or the 9th to have a hearing test and possible surgery. Do they need to plan
I
for
don't
it?
think she's been arraigned yet.
Like, I can't hear,
She just
I can't
posted
even
the
hear
bond.
him.
Well, no, she was arraigned on the 28th, I guess. No, okay. She was cited in the wrong date, that's what happened. She was cited in for the 28th by Mr. Sowers, and there wasn't any court on the 28th, so that's what happened. So she hasn't been arraigned yet. All right, so Ms. Hackworth, can you hear me if I talk like this?
A little bit louder, please.
Well, I'm shouting now, so.
I'm sorry.
You have a possession of drugs charge.
In possession of what?
Drugs. D-R-U-G-S.
Yes.
Drugs.
Yes.
Okay, it's Xanax is what you're alleged to have in your possession. And it's alleged you had a prior conviction for drug abuse. So that's what makes it a felony 5. Do you have a job?
No, I'm on disability.
Okay, I'm going to appoint a lawyer for you. So Mr. Morford, I'll appoint you to represent her. So the confusion was she was cited in for Friday. There was no court on Friday, so that's why I wrote December 1st on here. Okay, it is a felony 5, so no plea is necessary. State's position on bond.
State's not opposed to an OR bond, Your Honor.
Okay, she can sign a $1,500 signature bond. No, you're right. She's got a bond up, so we don't need that. I think that's right. Let me check. Yeah, she has a bond up, so we'll continue the bond she posted.
Is she going to be served, Judge?
I've got a copy of the complaint.
Okay, I thought maybe you said she had not been arraigned.
She has not been arraigned.
Okay. Possession of drugs.
When do you want to come back, Mr. Morford?
Judge,
Trying to figure out what drug
at
I
your
was in
convenience.
possession of.
Well, you want it within the time frame, or you wait time?
We wait time, Judge.
My boyfriend already brought in proof that he has
Let's
a
make it the
prescription.
15th then.
We were going on a fishing trip,
Be a preliminary hearing December the 15th.
so he had me put some in my wallet.
What date was that, Judge? 15th.
15th.
I need to come under there.
10 o'clock, December 15th.
I'm going to forever, I'll make sure I'm done.
You're good.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus John Davis, Sheriff Report, case number CRA 25715 A and B.
Preliminary hearing for Mr. Davis set today.
She has a fire protection. I think that's
Are we having a preliminary?
Well, Your Honor, we've received a written statement from each of the victims, and they are reticent about going forward with these charges. However, we are not reticent about going forward with these charges. Neither one wants a protection order, and so what we'll do is just nolly the charges to the grand jury.
Okay. Is there a bond posted in this?
Yeah.
Do you want to keep the bond?
Yeah, I'm through Gary's house.
We'll wait. Preliminary hearing, Judge.
Okay. Have you already posted the bond?
Yeah, that's how I got out of jail
Okay.
on Thanksgiving.
It hasn't made it to the file yet, but that's what I thought. So to keep your bond, then you'll need to wait for preliminary hearing. If you dismiss it, then you start over with a new bond after you're indicted.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that, 'cause you don't want to waste that money.
On the bottom line, Mr. Davis. I approach that.
Yes. The other thing you need to do, Mr. Davis, is, I'm sorry to put this on you, but this is just the way it is. You need to monitor the clerk's website for common police court to see if you get indicted. Because what can happen, or what has happened in the past, is an indictment comes down, Mr. Morford doesn't get appointed as your lawyer, somebody else does, they don't know how to get in touch with you, so you don't show up for the first hearing in common pleas, and they revoke your bond and issue a warrant for you, so when you get arrested again, have to post a new bond.
Like, how long should I, like keep up with it?
It could be a month from now, it could be 6 weeks from now.
Okay. So just keep.
I would keep,
every
it's
week.
not gonna go, every week, I would
Every
get
week.
on there and check that website.
Yes, sir.
It's under, Michael Patterson is the clerk. So, look it up, it's on you, to get down there when they call for you. If they call for you and you're not there, they'll issue a warrant. So your case is bound over to the grand jury on the bond you've already posted.
That's your website.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are.
State of Ohio recalls James Willis, case number CRA 25767.
This is 25767. Okay, so I think we got the right James Willis this time. Or right file for James Willis. Before it was somebody from Strongsville, Ohio. So this James Willis, it says 1408 South 4th Street, Ironton. Pretty close. Yeah. Okay. One of your neighbors. This one, I've got a warrant from Boyd County Circuit Court. That's what I've got here. So they're saying they want you in their custody on a probation violation in Boyd County. So you have a right to have an extradition hearing here in this court You have a right to, well, again, you have a right to remain silent. I don't think I went over your rights with you. You have a right to remain silent, you don't have to say anything. You have a right to an attorney, even on an extradition. But the issue before the court's not gonna be, I don't decide whether you violated your probation. I just decide, should I make you go to Kentucky? That's the only issue that I'm facing is, should I make this guy go back to Kentucky or go to Kentucky on what they say they got? And you're entitled to a hearing on that issue, to have a lawyer on that issue. You can waive extradition, and what that means is, I'm not gonna fight about whether I should go to Kentucky. I'm agreeing to go to Kentucky, but I'm not you're not necessarily admitted you violated your probation, but you're just agreeing that you're gonna go to Kentucky if you waive extradition. If you do that, they ask for no bond, so that means they don't want me to give you a bond. They want me to hold you until they come pick you up. Now, the good thing about Boyd County is, it's right here. Usually within 2 or 3 days, they come and pick people up. So, up to you. Do you want to have a hearing here? Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you here, or do you want to agree to go to Kentucky?
I agree to it.
Okay, so I'm going to give you something to sign then. And this just waive your right to extradition. If you look at that and then sign where I made the X, that means we're not going to have a hearing about that, whether you're going to Kentucky. You are going to Kentucky. Thank you. So what I'm going to do, just so we don't get you lost in the jail somewhere and forget about you, I'm going to put you back on my docket for a week from today, which is December the 8th at 10 o'clock. So if you're still in the jail, I'm going to see you and try to figure out what happened. Because sometimes, communications break down, somebody doesn't tell somebody, but you should be gone within 2 or 3 days back to Kentucky, because they'll probably bring people to us, because it goes back and forth all the time. So, I'll put it on my docket. If you're still in the jail, I'll see you next Monday. 95% chance you'll already be in Boyd County by then. Any questions? Okay, thank you. Yeah, what? I'm going to say they got to pick him up before December the 8th at 8 a.m. because our course starts at 10 a.m. If he's still in the jail, then I'm going to see him figure out, why is he still here? You're welcome. I thought we'd be finished by noon today, but it didn't happen. Lots of people in jail.
State of Ohio versus Justin Higgins, case number TRC 252689, AMC, PRD 213577, AMD, CRA 21911, CRB 2397, PRD 2911. Set for sentencing, Your Honor.
And this is Mr. Morford's case.
It's a 21.
So,
says what I say all the time. If you want to be clean and sober, you got to hang out with people who are clean and sober. That's one of the things they say you need to work on. Some of your contacts could drag you down, and I see that happen. People get out of treatment, they go back to the same, hanging out with the same folks they hung out with before, and that's not going to work. So that's one of the things they're afraid of for you, is that you're going to go back to the same environment you were in. But right now, you're doing great. So you got to change up some of those contacts in the future. So, but we're on the right track for now. So he's already pled guilty on the TRC case, and I've delayed sentencing to let him see what he can do. And he's got a felony pending, so that might go away if you do really well.
I'm on the QRT program with that Megan.
Okay.
She was supposed to be here today, but she was supposed to request to get my ankle monitor. Took off today.
Well, I can text her. Do you know anything about it?
I don't, Your Honor.
Let me text her, and then we'll call you back up after I get it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
So, I was preparing to make butternut squash soup yesterday, which I made a batch last week. It was so good, it was incredible. So anyway, have you ever made the squash itself is hard to deal with. Well, anyway, so, you gotta outer, then chop it up into cubes. Okay, so I'm getting the whole process started. The first thing you do on the stove is you put, my recipe, you put onions in there and saute the onions. And the damn stove blew a fuse. And it's been heading that way for a long time, so now, so I thought, well, I'll use a different, it's got a fire. It's got a short of some sort. So I've got to get the stove fixed.
State of Ohio versus Sean Allen Miller. Case number CRD 24739, CRD 242365.
Yes.
So they're getting like 50 pounds. Which is good, I guess. Thank you. Starts off with that, and then it gets better.
She's like, well, I've been thinking that I just want to get new stuff and do it.
Okay. Been a few little issues, but it sounds like for the most part, on the right track.
Yes, sir. I was just having a bad day and I should have done what they asked.
And you're getting close to being finished, right?
Yeah, I've been here 4 months today.
Oh, the contract is over December 13th, okay. So, but you won't be finished with 3 months. Okay. Okay, well, let's just continue on with how you're doing and come back in maybe 6 weeks. That would be middle of January. Well, maybe we should come back before Mr. Morford leaves us. So I think the 9th is the last day for you.
Yes, Judge.
January 9th.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, keep it up.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Glenn Gibson Jr. Case number TRB 1078A and D, TRC 102432 AD.
All right, Mr. Gibson is paying on funds and doing community service.
I just have community service. Funds been paid off.
Funds are paid, so, okay. We're down to 84 hours, it looks like. January 9th. Be your next hearing. It's a sentencing, 10 o'clock.
All right, thank you.
State of Ohio versus Brianna Morgan. Case number CRB 22801.
Sentencing. Funds are paid, working on community service.
No, it's actually done. I don't know what happens. I brought my paper in and give it to John because Josh wasn't in today. I come in last Monday. He sent me down to the dog pound, told him I was going to do my whole 18 hours that week, and he told me that Thursday and Friday I could just go down there because you guys was closed, so I didn't check in here. I only checked in on Monday, but all my 18 hours is on my paperwork.
She did turn in some paperwork, Your Honor, and I told her that I would look at it and put it in. I wouldn't be able to do it today.
Okay. Well, here's what I'll do. I'll give you another hearing date. If it's completed, then you don't have to come back.
So how do I know it's completed? I done did my 18 hours.
Contact me.
Just contact you. Okay, I can do that. I'll give you a few days.
Yep.
January 9th.
Okay. 10 o'clock?
If it's entered, then you don't have to hear 9. Oh, no, you're right, 10.
10.
It is entered.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Changed.
State of Ohio recalls Calvin Thomas. Case number CRB 25276.
Mr. Morford's case set for pretrial.
Your Honor, this was recalled so that we could contact the alleged victim.
Which is the grandfather.
Yes, and he says everything's doing fine, and he's doing fine, and we're okay. He finished the Bethesda program earlier, so at least he accomplished something there, and hopefully things are better for him.
And paid the court costs.
He paid the court costs, so we'll go ahead and dismiss the charge today.
All right, congratulations, your case is dismissed, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Take care of it. You take
Oh, no, I did that. I left that. I'll leave that to small.
State of Ohio recalls Angela McCall, case number CRB 25538.
She's one in the back. Okay, Angela McCall from the back.
Yes. Anchovies. Oh, I love anchovies. Oh, damn, they're so good. Yeah, well, but there's something about all that stuff, you know, it's worth it. It's a little fish. It's just a smoked. It's a cured fish. She was here for the salmon, all kinds of fish, whole wheat pasta. Pasta they call it protein pasta. It's made out of carbonara beef or spinach. I like that stuff.
So this just recently happened, November 28th, right?
Yes.
They're so cheap.
Well, I'm looking at the judgment entry, October 31st, 2025. Jail suspended to 30 hours community service, 2 years full probation. Complete treatment with United Family Recovery. That was the court's order.
We were not aware of that, sir.
So what say you, Mrs. McCollum?
We wanted, me and my husband, his health and everything, not very good, he has seizures and everything, and I wanted to go to somewhere else and we could be reunited, and we could live in sobriety together. And we're both on Mescal, and,
Where's Restoring Hope Recovery?
they would, let us see each other, and we would take classes, and eventually go into sober living.
Where's Restoring Hope Recovery?
We're in South Point, Ohio, sir.
Okay. Are you there now?
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't aware, I was not allowed to, switch program.
She arrived with us on late Friday evening.
She left you then? Or?
She arrived in our...
Oh, you're from Restoring
Yes.
Hope? Okay. How much methadone are you taking?
I'm going down from 180 to 165.
Well, Restoring Hope needs to know that I don't allow people to switch providers without the court. I mean, you should, if somebody contacts you, you should say, have you cleared this with the judge? If they're court ordered, if they say no, so you can't come here then.
We were not aware of that. We do have an intake form that we do, and she did not disclose this information to us.
Okay, I want you to go, can you give me a urine screen? Go give me a urine screen. Okay, you come back.
State of Ohio recalls Heather Gilpin, case number CRE 25441, CRB 25442, A and B.
Your Honor, I am waiting on the person at the office to check her insurance. She said she believes she had West Virginia Medicaid. I'm waiting on her to respond and let me know for sure what's going on, and then I'll have an answer.
All right,
I'm
we'll
sorry.
call it after you get that information.
Okay, thank you.
State of Ohio recalls James Eastman. I think he's been having trouble hearing about helicopters.
Okay, James Eastman tried to appear by teleconference, he did not. He was on the screen at one point. So I'll reschedule it to, when he calls in, he should be told he has to be here December the 8th, a week from today, at 9 a.m. for a review. Okay, we're ready for it.
State of Ohio recalls Heather Gilpin. Case number CRA 25441, CRB 25442, A and B.
Do we have an answer now?
We have an answer, but Jessica went to do that really quick.
She's here.
Here she is.
We can take her.
Okay, great. I'll do an order releasing Ms. Gilpin to
Hometown recovery.
Hometown recovery. And she's already told me she's going to do everything you all tell her to do, when you tell her to do it, how you tell her to do it. I'm not going to throw up any problems whatsoever, right?
Right, that's what you should do.
Okay. Well, let's come back to check on you. December 29th. 9 a.m. So we need an order releasing her to hometown recovery for inpatient treatment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We have three recalls remaining.
Okay, so we have 3 cases still, we're waiting on information, recall, so take a recess, course and recess.
Okay, so. This one is not with us. And the reason is because I subpoenaed the guy, he was served, he didn't show up.
Yes, I heard you guys discussing that also in charges of some small. Okay.
Without prejudice.
Okay.
So if he comes up, since it's for cars, I wasn't there because of the car. I'll be coming.
What'd you say?
I said, if he comes later, it's
Okay.
the reason I wasn't there.
Okay.
All right, now, we got the let's see who we need.
Thank you. Lisa?
He did.
You did? Okay. Are you going to buy her?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you make me a copy?
Well, I mean, it's still hard.
It's scary. It really is.
Well, yeah.
And you don't know
Exactly. All right. So, okay, so what's this person's name? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to.
Okay, let's look at our notes here. I didn't have anything else sent for you.
So,
Color photos, we've got body cam, we have that already.